So, lads, yesterday we saw an unbelievable game. An unbelievable game from two rookies. We saw a bad game in general. I'm not going to lie. I rewatched a bit of this game. It was not good in general. And like, we just saw a rookie match up to Aja Wilson and outplay her. We just saw a rookie match up to Aja and outplay her. Like that is a crazy thing. I cannot believe we just saw that. And this is a player that I did not expect to be this good coming into the season. I genuinely was, I was so low on Kiki Iriafen. I had Kiki Iriafen going like 10th. Imagine if somehow Kiki Iriafen landed this guy. Like, Kiki is looking like the player that people thought was going to be number 2 pick. Kiki was exceptional. And look, Jackie Young was brilliant. Aja Wilson has not had a good start to the year. She hasn't. Like, I thought she was good in the first game. I didn't think she was great in the first game. I thought she was good in the first game. Like, Aja Wilson is a player that if she shoots less than 10 free throws in a game, she's going to struggle. She's going to struggle. And the aces have not looked great. Jewel Lloyd, pulling a Jewel Lloyd and then hits the game winner. Chelsea Gray, I'm sorry, Chelsea Gray, as good as Chelsea Gray has been, we're not putting 3.3 assists Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray's playing like a shooting guard. I don't know what's wrong with this team. Like, as a whole, Aja Wilson is leading this team. Is Aja Wilson leading this team in assists? Aja Wilson's leading the team in assists. They've got the point guard and Aja Wilson's lead, and their centers or their power forwards leading the team in assists. But we're going to talk about the Washington Mystics. And dumbass play down the stretch by Jade Melbourne. Like, let's be honest. But people don't realize Jade Melbourne is born in August 2002. Jade Melbourne is nearly a year younger than Paige Bueckers. She is over a year younger than Hailey Van Lith. She is younger than Caitlin Clark. She is younger than Angel Reese. Like, people don't realize how young Jade Melbourne is when they're talking about players. They're like, oh, like Melbourne, they're like, oh yeah, I've genuinely heard this. It's going to be great when Georgia Amore comes back. I wish we could develop a young point guard. She's a year and a half younger than Georgia Amore. Like, Jade Melbourne is a legit future WNBA one-time All-Star. That's probably what Jade Melbourne is. One-time All-Star. However, the Washington Mystics, they're 2-2 on the year. They beat a decent Atlanta Dream team, and they lost basically on the buzzer after leading the whole way against an Aces team that's expected to be good. And by the way, the Aces are not good. The only team that's looked good so far this year are the Liberty, and the Lynx just find a way to get it done. The Lynx haven't played well once. They have not played well once. However, Jade Melbourne was really good. And look, the reason why I'm talking about her is because she is basically a rookie. And it's so funny. People are like, oh, you can't consider her, like, it doesn't matter what age someone is. If they're 30 and they're a rookie, it's still their first pro experience. I'm like, first of all, Jade Melbourne came to the league at 19. If college was so bad for development, then why would anyone ever stay in college? That's the dumbest argument I've ever seen, where it's like, somebody comes in as like a 25-year-old rookie and it's like, oh, but like, they're not used to the pro game. They're still a rookie. But there's like a 19-year-old second year. It's like, oh, they've had a year pro. It's unfair to compare them. And I'm like, one's a 19-year-old, and two, nobody made a player stay 6 years in college or 5 years in college. Like, and if going to the pros is such good for such a good thing for development, then anyone staying a 5th year in college is dumb. That's my logic anyway. I think age means a lot more than years in the league. Emily Engstler, somebody good, a good team, please trade for Emily Engstler. Emily Engstler is like one of the most versatile players. And that's the thing. Like, Emily Engstler is a Sophie Cunningham type player, except more, instead of 1-2-3 or 1-2-3-4, she's more 2-3-4-5. She's Sophie Cunningham-esque. She does everything. She has no flaws, but she doesn't do anything particularly well. Lucy Olsen had a good game. Lucy Olsen hitting a jump shot over Aja Wilson. I didn't even realize she had 3 turnovers. Like, I thought she was good when she was on the floor. And like, look, Lucy Olsen is showing that, you know, she can play at the WNBA level. The problem is there's not a lot of spots in the W. Lucy Olsen's going to be one of those players that's going to benefit from the expansion teams coming in and teams losing talent. Like, She's somebody that probably would not be in the league if it was a 144. Wouldn't be in the league after this year if it was 144 players. But the fact we're going to, what is it, the 15 teams and then 16 teams in not too long, she's going to have a long W career. Purely because of that. Like, she's not in the best 144 players, but she's definitely a W player with this new expansion. And especially because they're probably going to look to expand the rosters as well. Sika Kone, I mean, I don't know how much you can talk about potential for Sika Kone. Again, she's still younger she's a couple of months older than Kiki Iriafen. But now we're on to the real players. Kiki Iriafen was unbelievable. And Kiki Iriafen is averaging 14 and 11. She is cleaning up. She is athletic. She's playing a bit of defense. And I was about to say, definitely didn't block a shot. I was about to say, did she block when they didn't notice? Because, like, she is a non-shot blocker. And it is funny how bad she looked beside Juju in comparison to how good she is. Like, I'm not saying she looked bad by any means. It's just how bad she looked beside Juju Watkins. She looked absolutely, like, all borderline unplayably bad beside Juju. She looked like somebody that was not going to be a WNBA player. And there were times where her on the bench and Rhea Marshall on the floor by herself, they looked way better. They looked way better sometimes with Rhea Marshall there, with Rhea Marshall and without her. But the difference is that, I mean, she seems to be clogging the lane for Juju. There's no way, and there's no way that eventually Kiki Iriafen is not going to be able to shoot the three. She's hitting shots from 1 foot inside the 3-point line. Like, she's going to eventually be able to shoot from three. And I'm telling you, this Mystics team, like, they had no Brittany Sykes. They had no Brittany Sykes. They had no Shakira Austin. They have no Aaliyah Edwards. And being carried by Kiki Iriafen and obviously Sonia Citron. Sonia Citron is the best rookie right now. No question about it. Her and Kiki Iriafen two-man game is, like, as far as rookies combos go, it's the best rookie combo I've seen. And people don't realize she is 2 years younger than Paige Bueckers. In a redraft, you strongly consider taking her number one. Like, I didn't think that she was going to be able to do exactly what she did at Notre Dame. Like, I thought, you know what, she's going to come in, she's not going to make any mistakes. Like, and by the way, like, I had videos talking about her being drafted by the Fever. Like, I made videos on that. I made videos plenty of times talking about her being drafted by the Fever back when it was looking like she was going to fall around the 8th pick. However, by the end of the end of the draft, she was going 3, and I'm like, I didn't see it. My logic was the Sky made a good trade because at no stage in Sonia Citron's career is she going to be better than what Ariel Atkins is right now. I'm wrong. I'm so wrong. I'm so wrong. And I was so wrong about Kiki Iriafen. I was slightly wrong with Sonia Citron. I said Sonia Citron. I said she was a better Lexi Hull. But she can run the show. She can pass the ball better. Again, this is who the Fever need to draft. Sonia Citron. There we go. 7 months ago. Like, this is what my logic was. If she was there at 8, she was a great pick. But, like, wasting a 3rd pick on a player who has the ceiling, who I thought had the ceiling of being a glue guy. And I'm like, nope, I'm dumb. Like, she is a Sophie Cunningham, but slightly better as in day one. And that is a compliment. The 3-and-D wing archetype does not really exist in the WNBA. It doesn't. Because there's a lot of WNBA players that are one-dimensional. This league still like overly values the one-dimensional players. For 3-and-D wings, there's your Kayla McBrides, you've got Bridget Carlton, you've got Leonie Phoebish. Like, every good team other than the Aces is 3-and-D wings. The Aces, or Jackie Young to an extent, but she's like a bit more. She's a bit extra. But, like, every single team has these plug-and-play players. And Sonia Citron in Notre Dame was so plug-and-play that she was playing point guard. There were times she'd be playing power forward center. And that Notre Dame team had so many plug-and-play players. Like, watching what Leah Two King's doing. Like, Leah Two King is she's genuinely, like, I'm shocked at how good Leah Two King's been in the WNBA. Like, I thought she was okay at Notre Dame, but like, she's been killing it. And honestly, when it comes to the Mystics and Sonia Citron has been the top rookie. She's been the top rookie. For me, the way the rookie rankings will go is Citron 1, Kiki 2, but a close 1-2, and then 3 and 4 are really close. I have probably Salon at 3 because she's 2-0 when she's played 2 games and they've won 2, and like, it's not like they've been against bad teams or anything. Like, they beat the Mystics and they beat the Sparks, who are both meant to be okay teams. So they're 2-0 with Salone. So I'm going to put Salone at 3 and tempted to put Salone higher. And if you want to say, oh, Salone's not a rookie, yeah, she's like 2 weeks older than Paige Bueckers. He's younger than Hailey Van Lith. I would have Paige at 4, and then I would have a gap, and it would be Carla Late at 5, Pau 6, Akoa McCanny 6, Pau 7, and Sanaya Rivers 8, just because we haven't seen much of Sanaya Rivers. But this is probably the deepest rookie class we've ever seen, because you've obviously added in all of the best international players as well. And again, a lot of them are young. But yeah, it is what it is. I'll see you guys.